I knew a former executive director of the Community Foundation, so I had a passing knowledge of what community foundations do. But it is one of those things that it's a little hard to explain to people in 30 seconds. When the job offering came, I was ready to re-enter the workforce full-time, and I was immediately impressed with the breadth of the kind of work that we do. It's the same task and the same job, but never the same job every day. I love that about the Community Foundation because while our tools are the same and the way we do work is the same, we never know what someone's going to bring to us as an idea to help them fulfill. I knew about the Community Foundation's work primarily, again, through years of looking at press releases and news stories and being aware that people were giving money and then the foundation was giving out money. But until you really get embedded in the work, it can be kind of hard to see why having a community foundation really benefits a community.
There's so much that this organization, this Community Foundation for Mississippi, can do for the general public because it also is a pooling of resources. It's people who are given $100 or $200 or $500 or, your $100 by itself is not as strong as 10 people doing $100 and having $1,000 that could make a difference in some things.
It's amazing. It's amazing. You don't know just how much you're changing a life until you get there on the ground and you start to meet people face to face. We would have people say, my SNAP benefits were just cut, or I no longer can receive food stamps. They may have moved $50 above the system, and now they need support. We had so many people stop us and say, you guys are a lifesaver. We had a lot of seniors that we were able to serve that were already on a really tight financial budget. So I love that the Community Foundation for Mississippi has that resource brain, so when you work with them, then they start to think, how are ways we can build this out? How are ways we can bring more partners on? What are ways that we can maybe expand these services so that we can really meet the need? It's been great. It's been great, yeah.
When I found out what a community foundation was and how they functioned, and I looked at their operation, it looked like a very comfortable place for me to begin to associate with and affiliate with and to do business with, because the money all stays here and all the board members are local and the staff are local. It's a very comfortable place for someone like me to do business with. I have full faith and confidence in the board of directors and the staff and the director, and sometimes I go there just for advice and counsel. Sometimes, I just want to sit down and talk about, what do you think about this? Or, just have an organization to bounce an idea off. And then knowing that if it's an idea that comes to pass, that ends up happening, that one of the potential, ways it could go is that it might be the creation of another fund and another relationship. I'm a big believer in local, keeping business local and investments local. And, they've just been a great partner for all the ways that I view the world. The Community Foundation and I have been in sync and it just continues to be a very productive place and a successful place for me and so far all of these notions that I have.
I just don't see why you wouldn't put it in the Community Foundation or any other nonprofit foundation. You could put it, I guess, with any other financial investment company, but then you don't have the access to other nonprofits in the area. You don't have that sort of sage advice from people who do nothing but help manage finances of nonprofits. And so I think Community Foundation is a great partner for us and look forward to keeping our relationship going.
All of our operation for the parade is now housed and managed by the Community Foundation. We even meet there. I mean, there are all of these pieces of the puzzle that a Community Foundation can assist with. Advice, fiscal agent, money management, counting, facilitating. There's so many pieces that work when you're looking to become nonprofit and you don't want to go it alone, whether you're a small organization or an individual.
I think we're fulfilling that vision that our founders had for us 30 years ago, which is there's a value add on top of just being able to be a transactional partner where money's coming in and money is going out. We really are trying very hard to build the assets of the community for long term, as well as our own capacity to give back to this community that's given us so much.
The word community is such an important piece of what this organization's all about. It's the community. It's the community we live in. It's the community we have worked in and the community we feel a part of. That's why the Community Foundation, for me and for Susan, I think, this is where we needed to be.
It's so hard to explain unless you really have involvement with the Community Foundation. We just do good forever. Isn't that what we do?